I'm not sure if there's a path here. They're like paths but not paths at the same time. It's a double-edged sword. One slip could just means... Now I'm just here at this temple. It's very quiet here. 안녕하세요. It's day 2 of Tongyeong. I'm heading to this Dpirang restaurant to have my brunch. Dpirang is a beef rib soup. I'll be heading there now. The soup is very peppery. It's infused with beef taste. I was having a really hard time trying to get the meat out of the bone. And then I realized they provided you with a tong and scissors. So you're supposed to like cut the meat off the bone. Meat just come out of the bone cleanly like that. I think that's how you're supposed to eat it. And I didn't know. I was like trying to use my chopsticks and spoon to get the meat off the bone, but it was like super difficult. Why did I know about this earlier? This could have saved me so much time. Oh, and they have glass noodles inside as well. I didn't know that. Probably should have done more research before I came here. I'm already in the midway of eating, but that's how much meat this soup contains. They're really generous with the portion that they give. That was a very satisfying meal. Woof. Gucci stuff. Now that I have the energy from the beef ribs, I'm gonna go to my first mountain here in Korea, which is the Mireuksan in Tongyeong. Here at Mireuksan, they have the longest cable car that is around nearly 2 kilometers long. It's the longest cable car here in Korea. I'm gonna head over to the cable car station now by walking as usual, which will take around 20 minutes walk. Wow, I finally reached the ticketing office for the cable car. It was more than a 20 minutes walk, I guarantee you. And it was an uphill as well. 감사합니다. I've reached the top of the cable car. I'm gonna hike up to the peak of Mireuksan, and afterwards I will be hiking down the mountain. The staff told me that it will take around 1 hour and a half to get down. Seems like a pretty good hike for me, but this scorching weather is kind of discouraging. Finally reached the top of Mireuksan summit. The weather is definitely not helping. It's so hot right now. This is the view. done with visiting the summits and now I'm working my way down, but I'm not sure if there's a path here. This path is easy, man. I didn't see anybody post much about the hike down Mireuksan, so I didn't prepare my hiking stick. I brought it, but I didn't bring it today because I thought it would just be an easy hike, but it doesn't look easy at all. I'm gonna have to focus on going down. I'm not sure what's my progress of the hike, but I'm just gonna chill here for a while before I continue making my way down. Managed to make my way down. I'm at the bottom of Mireuksan, where Yonghwasa temple is here. It's very quiet here. I'm gonna head back to accommodations. Now I'm just walking back as usual. And this time it's around an hour's walk. The buses here are their intervals are very infrequent. I'm not sure whether to trust the bus timings on the map because the other time I waited for the bus for ages and the bus didn't even come. Although the map said that it will be there. I'm not gonna trust the bus timing, so I'm just gonna walk back. The sun is setting, so the weather is kind of chill now, so it's not that bad. For a walk, today is exercise day. Now I'm walking past this underground sea tunnel. So it's a tunnel under the sea, like the name. On second thoughts, I'm just gonna head to this restaurant to have my dinner. This place has signature seafood tteokbokki. It's a hot pot filled with seafood to the brim. I'm just gonna head there and have my dinner and go straight to Dpirang because of time constraints. 안녕하세요. 아니에요. 네. 네. 햄버거 떡볶이 하나 주세요.
예.
They have a lot of ingredients inside. There's scallops, octopus, they have mussels, they have sea conch as well. Ooh, this looks good. They also have crabs inside. A lot of seafood packed into these pots. The seafood here is very fresh. I didn't taste any fishy taste from it. It's really, really fresh. I couldn't even scoop anything up because it's so filled with seafood. Damn, that was one of the best meals I've had here in Korea so far. The seafood is so overwhelming and in a good way. 12,000 won for that amount of seafood. The broth was super flavorful. The side dishes complements the tteokbokki very well. Overall, I really enjoyed this meal. Like when I'm in Singapore, I don't eat seafood like mussels, sea conch, snails or whatever. But just now earlier at the meal, I'm able to eat it because there wasn't a very strong fishy taste which I hated. This really explains how fresh the seafood is. I'm really glad that I didn't skip this restaurant, because earlier I was already thinking of going back to accommodation and skipping dinner, but I'm glad I didn't. It would have been such a shame if I did. Now I'm heading to Dpirang. You will see their light exhibits. Why this place feels so sasan? Is there nobody again? And so dimly lit. Is it even open today? I don't even know. Like, they didn't say anything about it closing today. Maybe let me just walk a bit further and see. Like, the lights are all off though. I finally see some life. Okay, I think this is the right way. Let me just head over to the ticketing office. No idea what room I just opened, but okay. I'm telling you, I cannot be more lost than this. Where the heck is the place, man? I've been walking around this area for 20 to 30 minutes already, but I couldn't find a place. And there were a group of locals in front of me, but they seem to not find their way as well. This is what happens when you don't do your homework well. Today is Monday and it's closed. The group of locals that I talked about earlier, they were not lost, they were just touring around this place. And apparently this whole area is called Dpirang. The place I want to go especially is closed every Monday. Good thing I asked them, if not I'll just be walking around here aimlessly for the next hour. Since the Festival of Lights is closed, that will be it for my trip in Tongyeong. Tomorrow I'll be heading to Jeonju. If you enjoyed this video, please help by subscribing and liking the video. I truly appreciate every single subscribe and like. Please help me out. That's it for this video. See you in Jeonju.